What is going on? I'm Zedmont, and today we are going to be doing some goodness in warships. And no, it's not this one. It's not going to be Seekers today. This account needs all of my concentration to collect in Diamond, just up and down, and so we are not going to be hitting on this one. But we are going to be going with this one, and this one has been on the brink of gold. I actually had to claim 2 chests out of gold, but those critter launchers managed to bring me back in by the slimmest of slim margins. And now that we have those 58 tokens, let's just do a quick review. Now, this one does not have flare. We don't have rifleman. We don't have a hero. We went the bottom route through the boom cannon and shock launcher and rocket launcher. So we don't have laser rangers, we don't have mechs, we don't have heavy choppas, nothing fun whatsoever. It is just drop tanks with some heavies. And recently, very recently, we have gotten the Mega Scorcher to go out front, which helps a teeny tiny bit. But now we are going to add those 5 doom cannons. So we have the most defensive possible base. We now have 5 more doom cannons that I'm just gonna mix in amongst all of this stuff. Nowhere in particular, no planning really, just throwing them out on the outskirts of the base. And you know what, let's make them a little bit farther apart just so that you can't quite shock 2 at the same time is the general goal. And we'll just go something like that, like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doom cannons, a shock blaster, a couple shock launchers, max level rocket launchers, and a hot pot. Like, just absolute silliness. Not to mention critter launchers and a shock blaster. So, was it worth it? That is the question. So this account did manage to get up to rank 18, 18.10 maybe. Now, so I don't have any rank chests in the foreseeable future, but I'm super curious to see how the people that are down in rank 16 do against this base. So I'm almost tempted just to skip over my attacks because there's nothing good about my attacks. But on the plus side, now I get to slowly backfill stuff. Not sure where I'm going to go first, maybe even to more defensive stuff. Just a quick note that I did, on my last chest, I did pick up 1 extra node, which was this one right about here. Only 18 keys, and oh, maybe it's not that one. Maybe it was the, is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. It was somewhere back in here. It was only 18 keys, and I couldn't get to the doom cannons right away, so I don't even know where it was, to be completely honest. My brain is just absolutely blanking. You guys have probably seen it by now. I probably got, maybe it was, no, it was building damage for sure. It must have been that one. So we picked up the extra 20% just because I couldn't get the doom cannons anyways, and so might as well. And now on the next bit, don't care about that. Might get that just for a bit more building health, just to absolutely dominate people. And then I can finally maybe go get those heavy choppas. Heavy choppas will make my life way easier. And then probably get that cryo bomb or tiny shock, not entirely sure. I'm kind of tempted just to get lasertrons just to fully and utterly troll people, because I think it would be hilarious for them to lose to lasertrons. Let me know in the comments what you think the next step should be. Realistically, probably should be those heavy choppas, but it would be hilarious to have lasertrons behind heavy choppas. So maybe I should get lasertrons first, assuming we can get a match between now and the next time we get a chest. We got a match. Sorry, I paused that because it was taking forever. And can you just imagine what this... You know what? Let's just do this, shall we? We are just going to drop and retreat, and let's just, that way we can watch their attack in all of its glory. Come on, Maddie B, what do you got for us? As Maddie B is just staring and so confused. Where's the timer? Why do we not have a timer? Did Maddie B already quit? Please, Maddie B, drop some troops. All you gotta do is get 3 engine rooms. I would drop on this left-hand side, that way you're better chances of getting those ones. Oh, it looks like we got the satellite dish in that bottom left-hand corner. Maddie B force quit, I do think. That is a bit unfortunate. Or Maddie B's got a terrible internet connection, one of the two. while we wait for Maddie B, I'm going to move some of these mines around just to try to dissuade them from throwing critters onto my doom cannons, because that could be a smart play or something along those lines. So something like that and that. Just trying our darndest to make it a little bit less appealing. And if you're wondering where this base came from, I actually designed it. Yes, I designed a base because there were no dirty 7s that I could find, and the ones that are out there on the leaderboard are against Seekers, and there are no Seekers at rank 16. So this base would not work longer term. I don't recommend using a base like this if you're at rank 19 or 18 or higher, but for the low levels it should work out pretty darn well. So we got our doom cannons all covered up and protected and all the rest of the things. And now we just need Maddie B to do something. Again, guessing they force quit. They just saw the opponent and scoffed and decided to waste my time. But as it actually was 11 o'clock. So we had our moment of silence and it worked out absolutely perfect. So maybe Maddie B knows my time zone. Regardless, it is Remembrance Day here in Canada. This video is coming a bit late because I got to have a bit of a lie-in. And we have won against Maddie B, who just saw it and noped on out. So 1-0 Doom Cannons. We waited a long time for that match, and I will pause here just so you don't have to listen to me ramble. Oh, never mind. We're back. We got a match. And they are a 7. Now, they are a very different 7 than we are, as you can tell by the fact that they have no building damage. We've got 100%. We have no troop health. They've got 50%. You can see the stats. You don't need me to tell you these things. This is going to be a better match. Now, I don't really know the best ratio of these Mega Scorchers. I've been using one boat of heavies because I don't have the GBE to drop all the stuff, and it makes it so I'm able to throw critters right away. So we are going to drop we're going to drop 1, 2, 3 on that side, 1, 2 on this side. Then we get the Mega Scorcher and the Mega Scorcher and the heavies. And the Mega Scorchers will get into those shock mines, which actually helps a little bit on this right-hand side, because that way they don't get in on that flamethrower. It actually helps that shock mine being there, because now our tanks can actually remove that flamethrower before our Mega Scorcher gets there. It's one of those things where people's bases, they don't really think about the range of things. So when you are trying to design a base, please, please, please do try to keep in mind what is happening around all of your defenses. Or I guess you can just try to use your troops to figure it out around them. And now, as our Mega Scorcher gets close, we need to focus on that Doom Cannon a little bit, and there's no reason why we can't just walk through this entire base, because we've got shocks, and we've got those beautiful, beautiful critters. So, between critters and heavies and Mega Scorchers, hey, they're doing a decent job, though. Like, they've got 3 engine rooms so far. We are going to shock that their Doom Cannon, and now should be able to just walk through this. But our lack of offensive prowess means that we are all about the time. I'm super, super curious to see if they can clear my base. I have yet to try with 5 Doom Cannons or 6 Doom Cannons, obviously. So this is the first time you and I have both seen it. So come on, us. I'm really, really hoping. Like, generally speaking, my fast time is like a 2-minute 10. So this base being wide open and naked helps a lot. We got a 210, and what is Scooch gonna bring to the party? So Scooch is bringing laser rangers and heavy choppas, and they have walked through the base. So Scooch, that is a great, great hit. You managed to get through all 6 Doom Cannons, the Shock Blaster, the Hot Pot, the Rocket Launchers, the Shock Launcher, the Boom Cannons, all of the mines. But we finally picked up a win on time. So I kind of assumed people were going to fizzle. I'm super, super impressed Now, obviously, these Doom Cannons just thrown out front is not a smart move. Ideally, we would have them in behind a little bit so that other defenses draw the fire, and that way your Doom Cannons are a little bit better protected, but that would require a bit of planning, and planning is not really what I'm all about. That way they have to go to like these things, and the Doom Cannons get extra shots in, and etc, etc. And I probably should have like one back here just to have a little bit of extra level. And look at that, we've made our base at least 6% stronger. So really, really glad that I managed to hold out. Every season, there's a spot where I just kind of like give into the FOMO and spend my tokens and buy something off path and then regret it. I'm super curious if I can get this account to Diamond. I do have a bit of time tonight, potentially, to do a little mini push. And here's another 7, and they have only one Doom Cannon. Like, bro, do you even... Yeah, like, okay. We're gonna go something like that, and something like that, holding back our Mega Scorcher, and I probably should have held back my heavies as well, but you know what, let's just get going. Might as well get the party started. Should be able to just walk through all this stuff. Let's try to keep, let's get a shock over there, just to try to keep some of our heavies alive. I probably should have shocked the flamethrower. Sending the heavies out when the flamethrower were still up and the low range defenses were all that they had was not super duper smart. And by the way, when those Mega Scorchers explode, it is crazy, crazy awesome. Like, I don't know how much damage they do. I've looked it up at one point or another, but it is bananas just how much damage those Mega Scorchers do. And now our critters will hopefully clear all of those boom mines as our Mega Scorchers clear all of the defenses, and their Doom Cannon is hidden well towards the back. So without flares, these kind of attacks are super, super not exciting in my opinion. You just kind of have to hold on and wait and conserve your GBE and figure out where the heck you're going to throw critters and shocks and all of the rest of it. But we should be able to get that Doom Cannon as it turns, and that's where knowing the range of defenses is super, super, super helpful. And look at that, our base that we redesigned has picked up the W for us. We are going to get probably one more engine room, maybe 2 if we're super, super lucky. We're going to throw those critters back there to try and distract something or other. And looks like it's only going to distract one rocket launcher, which is not super duper helpful. On the plus side, though, we are going to get to watch those Mega Scorchers explode and watch how much damage they do. Like, notice all of those defenses that are back there, and they are about, come on, Mega Scorcher, blow up it. Oh, it's not going to have anything left to blow up. That's no fun. So I said we were going to get one more engine room, and it looks like we're going to get all of them, potentially? Question mark? Come on. And for those of you who are long-time Boom Beach connoisseurs, it's totally pronounced that wrong, so it sounds like something underneath the ground. There was a bug way back when I was in Ben Tim 1's task force where the Scorchers blew up and did not blow up the core, and hoping that that happens right here. I would love those Mega Scorchers to get on top of that core and for them to explode. Come on, look at this right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There's a meme that goes perfect, 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 but I don't know that we're going to get that. I wish I could throw an artillery on top of those Mega Scorchers to get them to explode, but sadly not going to happen. So, fizzles incoming. All the better for that last player. Was it like Scooter or something like that? So, just be aware that as you start to get to 7 engine rooms, some of these bases are going to start to show up. Now, Everspark probably was a good idea for a while there, but Everspark plus critter launchers, not a great combination. Where's my other critter launcher? 1, 2, right there. So we're just going to watch, and as soon as those critter launchers, by the way, those Doom Cannons, 1 shock, poorly placed, as soon as those critters start drawing critters, the Grens start throwing at the Grens, which is not a great combo at all. So, and for some reason I can't click on that critter launcher, and the fact that they can shock it is not great. So I said our critter launcher was going to be doing some good things, but it looks like not quite yet. Oh, there we go. Critter launcher still not doing anything. They did have bombardiers mixed in as well. Bombardiers with grenadiers and just doom cannons, just picking them off left, right, and center, combined with rocket launchers and shock launchers, and then they just noped on out. So dirty, dirty bases, and this base is not designed well, as you saw there by the fact that they could shock 2 doom cannons at the same time. Reminder, it is 7 tiles between defenses if you want them not to be able to be shocked together. So I probably should move this one up to about there, then they can shock the shock blaster. So I'm going to move that back, and I'll move that back, and slowly but surely making small adjustments to the base to try to get more goodness bit by stinking little bit. So that is the warship of the day. Hopefully this has given you some ideas and made you rethink your tech plan. Maybe not necessarily to push towards the 5 doom cannons, but you definitely do need to keep in mind when you're unlocking things like that cryo bomb. Tiny shock is probably better longer term. Also, if you have the Seeker boost, the heavy boost is probably better longer term. So as you get towards those nodes, do keep in mind that players are going to start getting 6 doom cannons and a shock blaster and critter launchers and shock launchers and hot pots and doom cannons and boom cannons. And I feel like there's a choice node where you get an extra rocket launcher somewhere, or maybe I'm just completely making things up. We haven't seen one of those choice nodes in a while, so maybe I don't see it. Oh, right there, maybe. Nope, that's the wrong kind of... That's the hammer that I'm looking for on the nodes, but we're not seeing one, so I'm guessing I am out to lunch. And speaking of that, it is lunchtime, so I shall talk to you soon. Boom Beach Remembrance Day. Hopefully, War Video Warships Remembrance Day. There's some sort of overlap there, but I just don't have the words for it, so I will just leave that alone. I shall talk to you soon, though. Like, share, subscribe. More importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know what your plans are, how this video did something for you, and what you're up to today. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in.